Good morning. I'm Lori Williamson, and I'm here to share my yoga practice with you. We will be practicing Baptiste Yoga, the Journey into Power. We'll start in a seated meditation. This is Monday, November 30th, 2020, just after Thanksgiving, on our way into December and the end of 2020, and bringing in new challenges and hopefully new things in 2021. We'll take a seat, meditation to begin. Today's practice will probably be total right at an hour, including the meditation. Let's take a seat. And I probably won't guide much in the meditation. We're just going to sit with it. So find your comfortable place, get what you need. Create a strong posture. Place your hands somewhere where they are both comfortable and connected either to each other or your body. And take a few really deep breaths. Once you've taken a few deep breaths and you feel settled in your space, you can create a focus in your mind by choosing a mantra, something you want to say to yourself. It can be in a form of, show self-love, or find ease, peace, or I am ease, I am peace. Or you could just create a simple count. And the thing I tend to do is create a simple count. And I tend to count to 5 over and over, seeing the numbers as they go through my mind and really focusing on the shape of the number. Reconnecting from feet to knees to pelvis to hands, lifting shoulders up repetitively. And we will do that now. And hands to heart, and thumbs to forehead. Namaste. So I start with a meditation to allow myself to have the time and really focus on that practice, because I think it's so critical to really how I present myself to the world. And I've discovered that it creates some peace and focus in me that not necessarily the practice will do on its own, although the practice contributes to that quite a bit. We're going to go ahead and go to child's pose next. And generally, when I do these sessions, I don't do a lot of coaching in the poses. I am leaving it to you to discover in your body what those poses are like. And if you're a true novice and you stumble on one of my videos, then you can leave me a comment, and I'm happy to do a video that does have a lot more coaching in it. But right now, we're just practicing. So we'll start in child's pose. I'm probably going to turn on a little bit of heat. It's actually a little chillier in my space than I'm used to. See if I can find the one that's not so loud. Yeah, space heater is key, honestly, if you're interested in doing a home practice, because they will kind of heat from the ground up. Okay, child's pose. Immediately, we're going to drop into Ujjayi breath. Two more. The last one. Transition with breath. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Breathe into this pose, discovering some space in your body. So I practice my down dog as much as possible with my feet coming right out of my pelvis. My hands, my arms, I'm looking for armpit to kind of line up with my thumb crease. So my hands are a little bit wider. That base allows me to tap into my upper back and shoulders and take some of that energy out of my wrists and the joints in my thumbs. Take this last breath in. As you exhale, tiptoe forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Just breathe out here. Lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of the head, lift the shoulders straight up to the sky. Breathe in. And then drop into ragdoll. Feet come out, shoulder width or so, folding over your legs with softened knees. You can go arm over arm. If you feel stiffness in the hamstrings, you can take your hands down, draw your weight a little more forward into the ball mounds of the feet, press into your feet, and take still a forward bend, but you're using your hands and your feet to drop in. Takes you out of the hamstring a little bit. Bring the feet together. And together for me is right out of my pelvis. Your feet may touch. They don't have to. All the way up, extended mountain. Hands to heart center. Breath in. Breathe in, reach out. Fold forward. Half lift. Low plank. Up dog. Nice and easy on the first one. Down dog. In breath. And breathe out, step forward. Lengthen. And fold. Extended mountain. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. You'll set your drishti, your visual focus at the back of the mat and down dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Step or jump. Lengthen drishti down on the floor. And fold. Extended mountain. You look forward. Fold forward. Look down. Halfway lift. And then low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Always set the gaze again. Breathe out, step or jump. Lift and lengthen. And fold. Extended mountain. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. In. Out, step forward. Lengthen. Fold. All the way up. All the way down. Lift. Notice the breath is moving me. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Set your eyes. Set the breath. So the discipline of that visual focus, as you start to create that visual focus and you come back to it over and over with each pose, you'll notice that that singular focus will help to create focus in your mind. And that discipline is part of what makes the practice work for you to reduce stress, create calm. One more breath. Empty. Step or jump. Lengthen. Fold. Chair. Fold. Lengthen. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one, right foot. Breathe in. And then come down, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot. Breathe out. Breathe in. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. In breath. Out breath. Step or jump. Lengthen. Fold to bow. Breathe into chair. Breathe out to fold. Breathe in to lengthen. And out to chaturanga. Into up dog. Out to down dog. Gaze is set. Right foot forward, warrior one. Same gaze as in mountain. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. The left side. And chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. In breath. Out breath. Step or jump. Lift and lengthen and fold. Chair. And just breathe. Just a couple of teaching points. So I'm noticing this morning that my feet feel a little slippery on my mat. And so the energy has to be more grounding down. When that happens, breathe in and fold forward. And where you ground down, you create a suction cup in your feet, up dog, and your hands. Low push up. So pressing into the floor, up dog, pressing into the floor to lift. Down dog. Especially here, warrior one, root into the floor to rise, and then low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. In. Out. Feet to hands. Lift and lengthen. Fold. Chair. Gaze. Fold. Lengthen. Hold the gaze. Chaturanga. Up dog. Gaze forward. Down dog. Gaze back. From the floor, warrior one, root down, go up. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. In. Out. Step or jump. Lengthen. Fold. Chair. Fold. Half left. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. Let your breath carry you. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Breathe. Keep your left foot planted, lift your right leg up. Bend, stack, and open. Flip the dog. Reach. Downward facing dog. Into side plank, right arm down. Shoulders stack, look up, breathe in and out. In, out. In breath. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot up. And bend, stack, and open. Flip the dog. Both shoulders working onto your back. Reach up. Downward facing dog. Side plank, the left arm down. I'd ask you to be in the mindset of doing the work and not in the mindset of doing it right. And what that means is you modify, adjust, work through it, chaturanga. up dog, as you need in your body at that moment. Right leg out, knee into chest, and go to crescent lunge, right foot. From the ground, build a pose. Twist to the right. Working to keep both hips in one line, right? So using your feet, press down, squeeze the thighs up and into the pelvis, and the twist. Opening your arms is always an option. You can go inside of your foot. You can go outside. One more breath here. Now take your right hand down. You can either take your forearm to your leg or hand down to a block on the outside of your foot. Spin back foot down, just go immediately into extended side angle lunge. Little different entry point. Ground into the feet, especially your left foot. Pulling the femur bones, thigh bones into the pelvis. Now come up to warrior two. Reverse it. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Set your drishti. Lift your left leg. Knee into chest. Foot down, crescent lunge. If you have blocks, it's nice to have them near you. Rise up. Work with the hips. So press into the left foot, pull left hip back. Press with the right foot, lift right hip up. Twist to the left. Drawing the lowest belly in so the front of the pelvis lifts. And remember, not about doing it right. It's about working the steps that create the strength and the space and the balance in your body. Block either inside or outside of your foot if you want to open your arms. And then we're going to bring our left hand down. And you can bring it just, your forearm to your thigh and spin right open. Extended side angle like that. Or you can take it down to the block. Keep pressing through both feet. You're pulling the left hip under, the left tummy pelvis under the right. Warrior two. Reverse it. And then come down, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Step forward. Lengthen and fold. Chair. Twist right. Chair. Twist left. Working for seat lower than shoulders. Chair. And fold. Big toe pose. You each your feet out. Hip or shoulder width. Lift and lengthen. And then pull yourself in. Using your upper back to pull down. You can stay here, or you can walk your feet, hands under your feet for Gorilla Asana. Two more Ujjayi breaths. Drishti, the back of the mat. Release. Your drishti comes to the front of your mat now on the floor. Heel toe your feet in. Lengthen your spine. Fold down. Rise all the way up, extended mountain. Right side eagle. Extended mountain. Left side eagle. Intention to the feet being turned to 12 o'clock. Extended mountain. So like intentionally squaring your feet up, right? Reaching up. And then you're shifting your weight to the left foot, keeping it square as you wrap right arm under, right leg over. And you stay in the energy of the foot. Big toe mound, little toe mound, center of your heel. Drishti Ujjayi breath or set. Extended mountain. Drishti stays the same. Intentionally work on your feet that you can feel the edges of the feet grounded. Eagle. Last breath. Squeeze it. Extended mountain. Bring your hands to your hips. Right leg up. Really critical, like foot well placed at 12 o'clock. Driving the energy up into the left pelvis. Take your leg out to the right. Work to keep hips square as much as possible. You can look left. Come to center. Extend your arms. You're going to go into airplane. I usually go really, really slow. Enjoy the breaths in airplane. Gaze is on the floor, but a little forward, right? Because you're lifting the chest up. Hands to heart. Half moon. Using a block is great. And if you don't have one, use the floor. I'm buying for sugar cane, and you don't have to. And foot down, exhale, stand. Left leg up, right hand to right hip. Left leg out, look right. Come to center, extend, and then go back. I don't know if you saw that, but like when you extend, it's a big reach. Like you're reaching, you're not just raising your arms up, you're like reaching them. Right now, you're not just laying your arms on your side, you're lifting them up, reaching back, like really reaching to the back of your room, your space. Keep working to turn the left pelvis down, left hip down as you're lifting up in the right. Hands to chest. And then half moon, you're going to stack the left hip over the right, right hip under the left, right shoulder under the left. Sometimes it's all a practice of beginning again, and sometimes it's just there. Go with what you have. When you're ready, you can bind it. And then foot to the floor. We're going to go to dancer. I use a strap, so grab it if you have one, reach. And then catch your foot. Walk your hands down the strap. 3 more breaths. Drishti set. And foot down. Left side. Each breath creates movement. Two more. One more. And switch it. Usually there's a marked difference in balance one side to the other. You just work through it. Keep working to keep the pelvis square, shoulder square, and acknowledging your body doing the work. One more breath. And then switch it out. So my left side is much more of a challenge in the sense of keeping my pelvis square. So to keep the right pelvis engaged, I will have to push through my right foot, pull my right hip back. And that will help me get my left hip down. Two more full ujjayi breath. One more. And then foot down. Right foot up for tree pose. You just want to press your foot into your thigh, squeeze and hug. Switch it. Hard balancing side, right? There's a hard side, easy side for me this morning for sure. Instant forgiveness, foot down. And work with what you have. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift and lengthen. And go to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. If you have a block, bring it to the outside of your right foot, rise up. And just breathe. Press through both feet, sink the pelvis. Inhale, reach up, maybe back. One more breath. Warrior two. Really rooting into both feet. And go into triangle. I'm going to reverse my warrior first. And straighten my leg. You want to coax your body into your poses, right? When you're given the freedom, right, to do it your way, then do what your body needs. It's one thing about all the home practices is we really do have the freedom to build and discover. And then as you have that freedom to build and discover, you also have the discipline and the accountability. Stick with breath, drishti, grounding your bandhas, feet, pelvis, shoulders, hands, wide-legged straddle fold. Rise up all the way, turn your feet for pyramid pose. And you can do the reverse namaste behind you. Hands down or hands up. I'm gonna go hands down this morning and really lift my shoulders off of my chest and press into my feet, fold. And then hands down, left hand to the block, From the block, from your left hand, you're going to twist open, rooting into both feet, especially the back foot presses down. One more breath. And then both hands come down. Breathe in again. And breathe out, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, left side. And then breathe out, sink. Breathe in, lift. Maybe a back bend. One more. And then you'll center it up. Open up. Warrior two. And then do what your body needs for triangle on this side. This morning I need this big side stretch, but I don't always do it that way. Root in both feet. Your gesture, your eye gaze can be up. It could be down at your left foot. Could be to the side, but keep it focused wherever you are for 3. Last one. Come through warrior two. And then you're going to step your back foot up for pyramid on this side. And I'm going to interlace my hands behind me today, this side. Lift the chest up. Press back through my tailbone. Go forward, fold. And then the hands come down. Right hand to the block on the inside. You can go the outside of your left foot if you want. What I find when I do that is I can't actually get my shoulders open. It's more of a strain. So I go inside in order to create that opening. But please go where you feel it working in your body. One more breath. And then hands down. Breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. High plank. Lower 5, 4, 3, 2, and floor. Right ear down. And then left ear down. Come to center. Choose your arm variation for locust. I'm going to take my fingertips to the floor. Shoulders up, pelvis. Front of the pelvis lifts. The pelvis is on the floor. Lift your feet. Breathe in and out. In and out. In. Breathe all the way out. Bend your knees. Grab your feet or ankles. Evolve this into floor bow. Breathe in and out. 3, 2, and 1. Go through locust and then floor. 1 breath cycle. When your empty belly squeezes, you lift up. Breathe in. Catch your feet. Keep going. Locust and floor. Hands by your ribs. Gradually press down into the tops of the feet, down into the upper pelvis. Pull your shoulders up. Up dog. Down dog. Camel. all the way up. Take a seat on your feet, toes either turned under or flat on the floor. A little drink. Camel is probably my favorite back bend because I don't have to put any weight into my hands. And as a surgeon, trying to preserve my hands as long as possible. I'm going to turn to the side and show you. So we integrate camel from the floor. So the knees come right out of my pelvis as much as I can. My feet come right out of my pelvis as much as they can, right? I'm going to lift up from the center first. I always integrate from my shoulders. So I pull my arms down to wrap my shoulders onto my back. I use my breath. Exhale, tighten the core, and then the chest opens. Breathe in, and then breathe out. You can bring your hands to your thighs first. And then maybe you get your ankles, and maybe you don't. It doesn't really matter. I'm up on the ball mounds of my feet, so grabbing my heels is easier. This position of my feet is also easier for me to stay integrated. Many, many people prefer their feet down like that, and that is perfectly fine. Come all the way up. We're just gonna go straight to the back for bridge. I'm just gonna do one bridge and one wheel. Bridge, your feet come right out of the pelvis. Just lift up. 5. Use your upper arm bones. 4. Just dig on the ceiling. 3, or the sky if you're outside. 2. Last breath. And from the top of the spine, curl down. Opportunity to reset. Make sure the feet are square, right out of your own pelvis. Breathe in. And out. Use the out breath to tighten the core. Go up and then breathe in. And breathe out. You can add your arms. Press into the floor. Open up. 3, 2. Last one. Same thing. Gently come down. Gently curl down. Soles of the feet together for butterfly. And bring your knees into your chest. Squeeze and hug in. And extend your legs to the ceiling. Hands underneath the low back. Keep your shoulders on the floor. Breathe in and breathe out, lower 1/3. In. 2/3. To a hover. Chin to chest. 3, 2, and 1. Gently all the way back up. One more. 1/3. 2. Hover. All the way back up. Interlace your hands behind your head. Curl up so that you are lifting your shoulders off the floor. You see them lifted, and then scissor your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Legs up. Bend your knees, bicycles. Knees to chest. Rock up and back. And land in Navasana, boat. I will take my hands on the outside of my shins and press in and hug out. It allows me to integrate into my pelvis. Low boat, and then into high to low, high, down dog. You can just step over your feet like I am, or you can do the full vinyasa. And do half pigeon left leg forward first. And I'll go with the pigeon poses just real quick. Like, so your left leg abducts slightly externally, it's like externally rotated. Your right leg is internally rotated. So you're working to open the connectors, like in your deep glutes and in the hip, the connectors, not the joint, right? You don't want to feel a sharp searing pain. You can prop this pose, blocks underneath your chest or your arms. But you want to try to take it out of the shoulders. And you just give it a few breaths. And you'll peel your body up. Lean over to the left. You're going to bring your right foot around for the double pigeon. I use a block on the outside just to help keep my foot elevated and engaged. It gets a little deeper in my hip that way. People talk about stacking shins. And I think if you have that mobility, that is a goal. Otherwise, the goal would be to get it as close to where they are stacked, but really femur bones coming straight out of the pelvis and finding some opening. This time it's the right thigh that's doing most of the work, right opening, the right hip. One more breath. And then you're going to go back through the half pigeon. So go back in, hands down, down dog. Right foot forward, half pigeon. And same setup, so right thigh comes right out of my own pelvis. I'll adjust this foot based on how much more or less I need. So if I need more, I bring my foot more forward. If I need less, I bring it more into my pelvis. And striving to get the weight out of my shoulders, I might use a prop under my head. The blocks are super handy. The drishti and the hip and the half pigeon, sometimes your eyes just shut down. You can look at your mat, come up and go around to the double pigeon on this side, setting it up. And then this time you just unravel your left leg. You're going to extend it long. Keep your right foot tucked into your left thigh for single leg extension. Reach up and fold. And come up, switch it out. Right leg forward, left foot tucks in. Square the pelvis. Reach up. You can bend your right knee, fold over. Once you get really long, chest to thigh, if you want to straighten your right leg by squeezing the quadricep, you can go deeper. And come up, put both legs out. Big reach. And fold. Feet to the floor, reverse tabletop. And seat down. Fish pose. Take your hands underneath. Elbows press down. Open up. Tuck your chin. Come down. I'm going to do a headstand for inversion. Rock up and just come around. You can choose the shoulder stand or waterfall if you want for the headstand. You either cup your hands like this and place your head. I actually put mine flat, and it's only because it's easier on my wrist to go this direction. So my hands are flat, and I still take my head and put it right between my two thumbs. Keep my elbows in to my shoulder width. Seven breaths. And then I always recommend coming down in a tuck. You can pike down if that's your preference. Breath in child's pose. And then down dog. From down dog to your back. Knees into chest. A happy baby. Grab your toes, your outer edges of your feet, 3 or 4 breaths. And then you can hold on to your right leg, bring it way in, a little extra stretch. And then you'll take your hips and move them toward the right as you twist. Bring your right leg across, reaching out of your right arm the opposite direction. Come back through center. Both knees in. Stand the right leg. Give the left knee a little extra tug. And then you'll shift your hips left and bring your left leg across you. Nice deep spinal twist. Take your head and look to the left. And come back to center. Feet together for butterfly. Hands by your side. And you can allow your body to rest now. Let your drishti, your eye gaze, shut down completely. As the butterfly pose becomes the beginning of Shavasana. Today my Shavasana will be, I'm going to do waterfall instead of dead man's pose. I'll do this sometimes in the morning, just because it feels really nice in my body to do that. Shavasana. Let your body be at complete rest. Release the tension in your jaw and your neck. Release any control of your breath. Let the ebb and the flow of the breath occur. Knees to just rock to your side. From your side to your seat. Hands to your heart. Thumbs to forehead. Namaste. Thank you very much. I hope that you are learning some things in your practice and that you will join us. We do have a live class, live feed through Zoom, usually twice a week. I do a yod practice on Thursday mornings at 6 a.m. Central Time. And then also I do a Journey into Power practice Sunday mornings at 7:30 a.m. Central Time. The 7:30 class is 75 minutes. The yod practice is usually 45. All right, thanks, have a great day.